What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Everyday Nature. In this video, we're going to be doing a garden tour. So, I've been gone for a little while, and I just came back, but I have not gave y'all a garden tour. So, let me show y'all how my seedlings are looking. There's stuff bolting. My onions, some have died. The peas are dead. But there's also some things that y'all have not seen yet. Okay, so usually we start up here, but we're going to start up here, or right here. Blueberry plants are coming alive. They have buds on. We're going to plant this in the ground soon. So watch out for that video. This is dead, completely dead. So we will be disposing this soon. Maybe not completely. Yeah, it is completely dead. So we will be getting rid of this soon. This blueberry plant is dead. This one's not, so we're also going to be planting that. And this tree right here that I've had, I think it's an acorn tree. I thought it was a plum tree this whole time, but it's an acorn tree, I think. But it is taller than me. And it's only in the small little pot. But anyway, now that those are out the way, the vegetables. Our potatoes have started emerging. Some of them had frost damage, as you can tell. But it's 85 degrees today, so yeah, they should be fine. So they're emerging. I'm gonna start watering these now. I did not water them because, look, you see how wet it is under there? That's what this mulch does. It kind of, you have to get past the mulch before you say it's not wet or not moist under there. Look how moist this soil is versus this on top. Okay, so anyway, they're starting to come up. Now, I also did take the greenhouse down, as y'all can see. Greenhouse is gone. Over here, I'm gonna make new holes and plant here next year, or here this year. Push all these weeds off, then burned them all the way down here. I also burned the leaves and stuff down here. But so I'm gonna be planting this whole big garden this year. This is actually crazy. Probably the biggest garden I had so far. It looks big, but I don't know if it's. I think it's just less weeding after, so it don't seem as big. But this thing is huge. Having this added on. All right, so we planted 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of that landscape in fabric. We planted 4 of those last year. Now we're adding an extra. That's the greenhouse plastic, but now we're adding an extra 2 rows of landscape fabric on, which will be probably straight tomatoes, because I'll show y'all my tomatoes in a second. But actually, no, I'll save that for another video, because we have a problem with that. I'm going to talk about that in a whole different video. But stay tuned for that. Y'all see the reason why I need all this space for tomatoes. But we get 2 rows per landscape fabric. So that's 2, 4. So 2, 4. 4 more rows. And they roughly have about, I think, 10, 20 holes apiece. But anyway, now we're past that. Our strawberries now. I know I told y'all I'm not doing strawberries this year, but I did not pull these out and they came back. So, well, they never died. But anyway, they're starting to bloom right here. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them. Let me be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them. But only time will tell. They've been there for 5 years. This one's been here for 5 years, 6 years. This is 6-year growing here, I think. So I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe. Now we're moving on to this bed. Up here in the front, we have our chives. They have came back after died. Not by the winter. By me. I killed them. Well, I didn't physically kill them or something. But I just stopped watering them. and they dried out. They died like 4 times during the summer from being dried out. And over the winter, I didn't water them. They dried out. But they're back. Let's see how long they'll last this time. But anyway, so over here, there's been some construction. I'm doing a straw bale garden. So I'm only doing 4 bales this year. We'll see how this goes. And the next year, we might add on or like do more than 4 bales. But basically, what we're doing is we're watering this. So I've watered this for 4 days every single day. And then you see them seeds? Anyway, I watered this for 4 days every single day. Actually, it's probably been 5 days because it's been raining. No, way more than 5. Let's just say a week. It's been getting watered every day. But yesterday, for the first time, I put nitrogen on this. So on every bale, I put urea. Urea is a high nitrogen. It's 4600, which means 46 nitrogen. The NPK. So it's, the N is 46. And the others is 0. The P and K is 0. So the stuff is starting to sprout, which is a good thing. But when I stick my hand in here, it's not hot. But that's okay. That was our first time putting nitrogen on it. And we're going to put nitrogen on this because this dried up straw is actually brown. So if we put nitrogen in it, it's going to break down the inside of the straw bale, and that will be what we plant into. So, as y'all can already tell, it's already soft. Like, it's already soft. It's already starting to, it's real moist in there. So, yep. We are going to let that break down. Now, this one right here is just not scaring me, but it always looks dry. But it's actually warmer than that one. But we're going to put nitrogen on it for, I think, 4 days in a row. I'll look at the thing because I'm going off of what some YouTube channel I've seen. And if, I'll name that YouTube channel another time. But, yeah, so now we're going to go up here. So if y'all see this, all this was right there. And so, yeah. Anyway, so we have cabbage right here, red cabbage that is done for. We have some celery that's starting to come back right there. I don't know if you can see that. We have chamomile all through here. All this little furry, fuzzy stuff y'all see, that's chamomile. So that's not a weed, that's chamomile. Everything else is weeds. I already started cleaning that out. I'm making a video on that so y'all can see that too. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because all this right here is bolting. All of it. And plus, I need room for my summer stuff because I have a bunch of plants, which y'all will see in the seedling garden. Y'all will see in the seedling tour. Not the garden tour because this video I feel like is already long enough. And I have some problems to talk about in that. Now, like I said, all this is bolting. But all this was collard. Only thing that's not bolting is this, which is starting to bolt, I think. Not even yet. Nope, not even starting to bolt yet. But that's a Georgia Southern collard. I live in South Carolina, so I'm right beside Georgia. So it was bred to do well in Georgia. So that's probably why it's doing good here. Now, our other bag of potatoes, which is right here, they started to come up. Now, I am keeping the leaves on there. Now, another bag, they ain't started to come up yet. But we will see what happens here. They started to come up right here. Y'all can't, it's not focusing. Hold up. Okay. Why is it not focusing? Okay, there we go. Starting to come up here. Yeah, I don't know if it was focused over. Why is it not focusing? Okay. Anyway, over here it's starting to come up. Like I said, why is this stuff not focusing? Anyway. Now over here, it looks dry. It kind of is dry. I'm about to water it. But anyway, it's like sandy. This is why I don't like the soil over here. But anyway, I don't say it anyway 15 times. I don't know. That's just my word. But so through here, we have a carrot popping up. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Look at that carrot. It's a carrot bottom. that weed. But anyway, the stuff is coming through good, or starting to grow good. My peas, they're laying down, doing what they want. And so, let's see. Is there anything wrong with the roots? No. But these are just going to stay there, but they're not going to produce nothing by the time the heat comes. I can already tell you that. But anyway, that's it for the garden tour. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm about to finish tearing down this bed. Well, the plants in the bed. So, yeah. Wish me luck, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.